Welcome everybody. I want to thank you for joining us. I got something really special for you tonight. It is Friday afternoon, and we are excited to come and share some of our transformation coaching with you absolutely free. Let's get this party started. I think y'all will like this right here. Yeah, I thought I'd come at you a little bit different on this particular episode. We're going to rock a little bit. I'm only going to give you 15 to 20 minutes tonight of powerful life transforming strategies that are literally going to really shift you and get you ready for the life that you want to live. This is Troy Wynn Sr., transformation coach, life strategist, one of the best in the business. If you don't believe me, just ask around. What makes me good? We get results. We get results from people that really are serious about turning their lives all the way around. So tonight, I'm excited to have you join us. As always, we ask you to do us one thing. Take a second and share. Hit the share button. As a matter of fact, while you're at it, hit the like button. Throw some hearts up on the screen. Show some love. That's right. Hit the like button. Let me see some hearts. Let me see some love. Let me feel the love tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? I don't know. I want to see if I can feel it. I want to feel it. Give you a little something to groove to while you're sharing. Invite your friends in. I promise you, they will not be mad. They're going to be glad that you invited them into this particular live stream. Again, I want to give you guys a sample of what I do because I'm trying to get you on board, at least give you the opportunity to join my transformation tribe, my personal development group. It is off the chain. We launched our first personal development course this week, and people are already telling me, man, it is shifting and getting them in the right frame of mind. And you don't want to miss this opportunity. Don't be one of the ones who sits on the sidelines and hears about it. Jump on it right now. Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Say, well, hey, man, how can I jump on it? It sounds good. I'm interested in jumping on it. Well, you know I got the info right here on the screen for you. Take a second. And you can go online right now and sign up for the Win with Win Personal Development Tribe. That's right. Become a member of the Win with Win Personal Development Tribe. Only $10 a month. And here's the catch. You can cancel anytime you feel like it. What do you get? You get 44 videos. It's a 44 video course. One video a week for you to learn, to grow, to position yourself for the most amazing personal development you've ever experienced. I guarantee it. You don't want to miss it. Go to www.troywinsenior.com and sign up today. You will be glad you did. The first course is already online. There is also a bonus video that you definitely want to peep. Oh, it is dope. It is powerful. And I keep jumping on here because we are shifting, and I keep telling you guys what's going on. And I don't know if you think I'm playing or not, but I can show you better than I can tell you that we are shifting our materials, especially the personal development stuff. You guys know I post quite a bit as it relates to being a pastor, and we'll keep that going. We're going to keep the inspirational stuff going for sure. But as it boils down to the motivational stuff, the inspirational stuff, the personal development stuff, my coaching stuff, I'm going to start shifting that stuff more to my website that's been up for the last couple of years. And I want to start utilizing it more than I have in times past. So if you don't want to miss this, you want to jump on board. And again, tonight, I'm just going to give you a sample. I'm going to let you taste what's on the buffet so you can recognize, man, I don't want to miss this. See, I know that I have a gift. I know that God has blessed me to do what I do. Number one, because of the results that people experience. But number two, every time we come on here, we're dropping nuggets. Every time we come on here, we're giving you something that makes you say, whoa, that was deep. That was dope. That was on point. Consistency. will tell you a whole lot about what people are doing in their lives and whether or not they're gifted or whether or not they're gimmicks. I'm no gimmick. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Are you guys ready? I think we're going to let Planet Rock in the background tonight. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. One of my favorite jams. So we're going to teach the Planet Rock tonight. Is that all right? Because we want to rock your life. Here's the subject for tonight. This is what I want to focus on for the next 15 minutes, and then I'm out of here. But I want you to share it. How to be who and where you want to be 5 years from now. How to be who and where you want to be 5 years from now. How many of you would like to know that? Because if you're like me, you cannot stay where you are today. I say that every day. I cannot stay where I am today. So I want to give you some strategy. I want to break it down for you absolutely free. You won't owe me anything. I hope, though, that it will show you that you want to jump on with our transformation tribe, that you want to be a part of our personal development group, because I got a group of folks that are moving, they're progressing, they're evolving, and some crazy things are happening, man, already in their life. And it's just week one. So here's what I want you to do. If you're serious about being where you want to be, being who you want to be 5 years from now, here's the first thing you got to do. You got to write it down. And you got to write it down in extremely specific details. You got to write it down. What are you writing down? Well, you're writing down, where do you envision your life 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Write it down, and write it down again in extreme details. This is not something that we can pursue with a casual approach. No, we got to get specific. We got to get detail oriented. I'm talking about all the way down to the destination, to the color, to the smell. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? What does your life look like? Where are you living? East Coast, West Coast, a whole nother country. What are you doing as an occupation or a career? What are you driving? What are you wearing? What organizations are you a part of or spearheading or contributing to? What differences and changes are you making in the next 5 years? I need you to write it down, and write it down in extreme details. See, there's a reason why I'm having you write it down in extreme details. And I know you're just taking notes right now. I don't expect for you to write it down right now. I expect for you to take notes so later on you can go to work. You can go to work, because I want to show you how to be where you want to be and be who you want to be in the next 5 years. You've got to write it down. Not to get real spiritual on you, but there's a Bible verse that says, write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain. Isn't that amazing how even God told us first off the rip that if you want to achieve anything in this life, you have to write it down. He even goes on to tell us, don't get fancy with it. Don't try to write it so you can impress somebody when they read it. Write the vision and make it plain. That's where the details come in. And don't be cheap with your dreams. It doesn't cost you anything to dream extravagantly and lavishly. I've never seen so many people that when you tell them to dream, they dream on a budget. But I understand that if you've been on a budget your whole life, you feel you are programmed, you are trained to do everything you do with a budget mentality. Not when you dream. Never dream with a budget mentality. Because if you dream with a budget mentality, then you're going to wind up living a budget reality. Woo. I told you. Oops, I did it again. Just dropped another one. Can I say that again? If you dream with a budget mentality, you're going to wind up living a budget reality. So I want you to splurge when you write down your vision. I want you to be creative and crazy at the same time. And don't write wondering what somebody else is going to think about it. Don't write your vision wondering if somebody's going to agree or laugh at you. Who cares? This is your life. This is your destination. We're talking about the next 5 years. So dream lavishly, write lavishly, and most importantly, write extremely descriptively. Say, why do I got to write it down? Well, you got to write it down because when you write it down, you concretize it. We do a whole lot of talking in this world. And you know what they say, talk is cheap. It's easy to say something, but something happens, something changes, something transforms when you literally take the energy and the effort to write it down, to pin it, to say, you know what, okay, I'm serious about this. I want to write this down so that not only do I have it in my mouth, but I've got it in a place where my eyes can see it. I got a double confirmation. I'm saying it and I'm seeing it. It's confirmed through 2 vehicles. So write it down in extreme details. That's number 1. Here's what I want you to know. There's a reason why I'm telling you to do this, because you have to see it internally before you see it externally. Oh, there's a method to the madness. You have to do what? You have to see it internally before you see it externally. That means it's got to become so real on the inside that you can't help but make it come to pass. You can't help but do whatever's necessary. Why? Because on the inside, it is finished. That's one of my major motivating, driving forces, that I have so many things in my mind that are finished. I've already seen it. I've already settled it. It is done. Now, it has not yet manifested in this realm, but in the realm of my mind, in the realm of my faith, in the realm of what I believe, it's already done. Because if you can see it internally, it's just a matter of time before it manifests externally. So take some time and dream. Take some time to envision your life. Take some time to get in a quiet space and meditate on the you that you want to be in 5 years. Where you want to go in 5 years. What you want to do in 5 years. Live in the dream. And you live it hard. You live it so hard that when you open your eyes, your brain can't tell the difference between what you were dreaming and what reality is. That's how powerful your dreams are. But you got to write them down and you got to make it plain and you got to see it internally, because you have to see it internally before you see it externally. What's the question we asking tonight? Oh, yeah. How to be who and where you want to be 5 years from now. That's the question. Would you like to know the answer? Now, this is worth a milli right here, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Whoop, there it is. You have to map it. Somebody say map it. Come on. MAP, if you'll notice, is an acronym. It actually stands for something, and I'm going to break it down so you know exactly what it stands for. But right now, if you're taking notes, just write down MAP, because you got to map it. What you want to be, what you want to do, you got to map it. Now, how many of y'all want to know what MAPIT stands for? Because I don't want to just give you something you don't want. Okay, you say you want it. I'm going to see if you really want it. Okay, first you might want to know why you have to map it. Why I got to map it, Pastor? Well, there's a reason why you got to map it. Because if you don't map it, something happens when you don't map it out. Something happens when you don't strategize. Something happens when you don't write the vision and make it plain. And I've seen this so many times that you all got to believe me for this one and you got to thank me for this one. Here's what happens when you don't map it out. If you don't map it, you will always cap it. That man's something serious. Can I say that again? If you don't map it, you'll always cap it. So you're the one that's capping your dreams. You're the one that's capping your life. You're the one that's capping your potential because you won't map it out. Oh, you'll talk about it. Some people will even think about it. Some people may even go and write it down in great detail. But that's the beginning of mapping it out. That's not the complete process. I'm going to give you the whole process of mapping it out because I told you MAP is an acronym. It stands for something, M-A-P. The M in MAP stands for map it. Because if you don't map it, guess what you're going to wind up doing? You're going to wind up capping it. Now, how many of y'all want to know what MAP stands for? I want to give it to you. The M-A-P. Drum roll. Here's what it stands for. Map it, adjust it, pursue it. That's what it stands for. MAP. That's a power acronym. When I tell you to map it, I'm telling you, you got to map it, you got to adjust it, and you got to pursue it. Let's throw an anchor here for a few minutes and break this down just a little bit more. When I talk about mapping it out, I'm talking about strategizing. I'm talking about determining who you want to be, where you want to be in 5 years, and then mapping out the plan, plotting the course, knowing or understanding or learning what does it take for me to get there? What does it take for me to become that person? Map it out. That may mean going to school, college, tech school, trade school. That may mean volunteering somewhere where you can get some information and some data and some understanding. Yeah. What's the map? Because you got to map it out so that when hard times hit, you still got a way to get there. When the bottom falls out, when things don't go as planned, it's okay. Listen, I mapped this thing out, and as long as you got a map, you can get anywhere in this world as long as you got a map. Somebody better hear me. As long as you got a map, the weather can't stop you. Ooh. It can be raining, but guess what? If you got a map, you can still get there. As long as you got a map, the street that you normally would take may be cut off, but as long as you got a map, you can still get there. See, the map becomes the master to every destination. And where there is no map, there is no manifestation. Woo! I should have put that in my notes. Where there is no map, there is no manifestation. So you got to map it. After you map it, here's the second leg of this thing. After you map it, you're going to have to know that you're going to have to adjust it. I know a whole lot of people that mapped it out. They got a strategy. Then when life threw a monkey wrench in it, they quit. They gave up. They turned around. They threw in the towel because they thought if I map it, then I got it. It's not that simple. Once you map it, you must fully be prepared to adjust it because life happens to everybody. That means there are going to be some interruptions. There are going to be some inconveniences. There are going to be some letdowns and some disappointments. But I told you, as long as you got the map, you can still get there. But then you have to do some adjustment. Okay, that didn't work out. Now I got to adjust. Okay, that fell through. Now I got to adjust. Okay, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Got to adjust. See, after you map it and then you adjust it, then you got a right to pursue it. Somebody said, well, what do I do after I map it? I adjust it and I pursue it. I'm so glad you asked. Repeat until you reach your destination. Repeat the process until you become who you want to become. Because if you can map it, adjust it, pursue it, and repeat. Map it, adjust it, pursue it, and repeat. I promise you, you will get there wherever there is. But the map is key. Adjusting it is important. Pursuing it is necessary. Repeating is the magic in it. Does this make sense to anybody? Because I'm telling you, this is golden. The reason why all of this is important because all of this works together like a puzzle. The reason why all of this works together because this creates a funnel. It creates what? It creates a funnel. What's a funnel? Well, a funnel is something that if you pour something in the top, everything you pour in the top flows out at the bottom. So when you map it, you adjust it, you pursue it, and you repeat, guess what you're creating? You are creating a funnel in your life. Here's why the funnel is important. Because the funnel forces everything that you're inputting to be synergized, concretized, and to work in concert to a specific point in your life. See, the funnel starts out wide. Isn't that how life is? It starts out wide, but the longer you live, the clearer you are about what you want and what you don't want in life. Life starts out wide, but the longer you live, you start to realize, okay, that's not what I want to be. That's not what I want to do. It's the fine tuning of life. And when you map it, you adjust it, you pursue it, and then you repeat. All you're doing is creating a funnel. And everything begins to work together for your plan, your strategy, your desires, and your destiny. But you got to map it out. Then you got to make the adjustments. Then you got to do what? You got to pursue that thing. When you get this funnel going in your life, it is amazing what happens once you institute the funnel concept. I live by the funnel concept. Now, what I'm about to share with you is worth another million. I promise you. Because when you understand the funnel and the power of the funnel, you understand that everything you do has to connect and contribute to who and where you want to be 5 years from now. That's the funnel effect. This is why it's important, and you guys got to hear me. It's important for you to make sure you aren't wasting time doing a whole bunch of things that do not connect or contribute to who you said you want to be 5 years from now, where you want to be 5 years from now, what you want to be able to do 5 years from now. And oftentimes we get caught up in things that do not connect or make a contribution to who it is we want to be and where we want to go. Everything you do must be what I call a dot connector. It's got to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. And it has to make sense for what I'm trying to accomplish. It has to make sense for where I'm going and what I desire to be. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. Somebody asked me the other day, man, how do you do all of the things that you do? It seems like you do so many things, and it seems like you do so many things very well. How do you do all of these things? This is the concept that I practice, ladies and gentlemen. As a pastor and an author, a graphic design artist, a videographer, video editor, video producer, songwriter, singer, musician. I got all kinds of things and talents that some of you don't even know about because you only know one side of me. But if you look at my whole life, everything that I do is related to something that I do. I don't have any foreign activities in my life. Oh, I am helping somebody tonight. Let me say that again. I don't have any foreign activities in my life. Everything that I do in my life works in concert with my dreams, with my vision, and where I'm going. Everything. Because if it doesn't fit in, it's not allowed to get in. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to play around. I don't have time to do things just because somebody else is doing it. I've got a vision. Very detail oriented. And I know right off the rip, if I engage in something, how does that connect and how does that contribute to what I do? Me doing this live is easy for me because I'm a public speaker. I'm a pastor, I'm a teacher, I'm a coach. Talking is what I do. Writing is easy for me. Concepts are easy for me. Graphic designs are easy for me. Somebody asked me the other day, man, what are you doing with your live streaming? What program are you using? I told them the program that I was using for my live stream. And you know what they said to me? They said, you lying. You lying. I said, no, what you ain't gonna do is call me a lie. They said, nah, you lying, man. Say you ain't using that program. I said, well, how you gonna tell me I'm not using that program? And they said to me, because I'm using that program, and I know a whole bunch of other people using that program, and our stuff don't look like your stuff. I just smiled. I said, that's because I take the program, and then I take everything that I am and everything that I do and everything that I'm gifted and all of the skills that I've been cultivating and culminating over the last 30 years, and I add that to the program, and voila. You see what you see. And the reason why my stuff don't look like y'all stuff is because we come from different skills and different abilities. Here's what I'm telling you. You got to learn how to take everything you know. And when you bring something else into your life, you got to be able to plug your skills and your abilities into that thing so that you will have that funnel effect, and everything that you're doing will connect and contribute to who you are and where you're going, and you won't be doing anything that's out of sync and out of line. Does that make sense? Nothing is wasted in this life if you know how to use it right. Let me say that again. Nothing is wasted in this life if you know how to use it right. This is why I abhor the ideal of trying to be like somebody else. I abhor the ideal of looking at somebody else saying, "Ooh, I want to be like that person." I don't have those kind of thoughts. I only want to be who God has created me to be, because I can only be the best me. You only need to be who God has created you to be, because you can only be the best you. You want to figure out how to be where you want to be in 5 years, and you want to be who you want to be in the next 5 years. You got to figure out how to be you 100%. You got to figure out what that looks like, what that feels like, and then how to incorporate everything that you engage in your life to make sure it connects. This is good teaching. And make sure it makes a contribution to where you are trying to go, where you plan on going, where you're going to go, and who you want to be. I think that's a good place to put your hands together. Man, that's good right there. Is anybody getting this? Yeah. And again, I'm just doing this tonight to give you a sample of what it's like to be a part of the tribe, to be a part of my team, to be a part of my group. I am trying to get you to join us because we're taking a lot of our coaching and personal development stuff, and we're pulling it and we're putting it on our site for members only. People sometimes get used to all the free stuff that certain individuals like me do, and you get used to free. And then when the time comes where, we have to start requiring you to make a contribution, then people say, that's all right. There's a whole bunch of folks on social media doing that. And that's fine. That's fine. But I promise you, there ain't but one me. There's only one you. I want to help you be the best you that you can be. I want to help you fall in love with your own authenticity. And I want to help you manifest the greatness that is exclusively yours and exclusively you. Join the team. Don't delay. Don't put it off. Join the team. You should go to www.troywynsenior.com and you should go and sign up right now. www.troywynsenior.com and you should sign up right now. Click on the Win with Win tab, and that'll take you to our personal development tribe, our personal development group. And you can become a member today. It's only $10 a month, and you can cancel anytime. What do you get for $10 a month? You get 44 videos. It's a 44 video course, one video per week between now and December 2021. We just released video number 1, course number 1. And when I tell you it is powerful, that's what they're telling me. There's also a bonus video that's there for you to enjoy absolutely free. We'll also be adding this particular video to the website as well so that our members can reference it. And we're going to leave this on Facebook and all the social media platforms, because even if you don't join, this alone is enough to change the trajectory of your year and your life. I just want you to be a part of what's going on. I don't want you to be left out in the field all by yourself, because no man grows alone. We are designed for community and for connection. I also want to remind you that I have a couple of books that I strongly encourage you to pick up and read. If you're interested in personal development, if you're interested in growing this year and producing phenomenal fruit, if you're interested in becoming who you want to become in the next 5 years and doing what you want to do with your life in the next 5 years, strongly advise you to pick up the book entitled Unleash the Power Inside. It can be found on our website at www.troywynsr.com. Also, while you're there, pick up the 51 Truths that will transform your life. 51 Truths that will literally change the way you think, change the way you believe, change the way you perceive, and really change the way that you ebb and flow in this world. 51 Truths that will transform your life. It too is available at www.troywynsr.com, troywynsenior.com. Well, listen, I hope that you have been blessed. I hope your life has been enhanced. And I hope that you will join my transformation tribe, my personal development group, because, man, we are doing big things. We are evolving, and we are turning into exactly who we were supposed to be from the very beginning of time. Well, listen, I want to thank you. As always, I want to ask you to share. Hit the like button. Don't be stingy with the likes. And if you got something out of it, leave a comment. I promise I'll read the comments. Tell me what you gleaned from this particular session that I've given you absolutely free, because I wanted to give you a taste of what we do every single day to help people transform their lives. It's an exciting time to be alive. Hope you'll join us.